What would you do if the person you loved lost everything? If the man who held your dreams could no longer stand? Would you walk away? Or would you stay and carry him when he couldn't carry himself? Clara stayed, through the pain, through the whispers, through the shame. But fate is cruel. Just when he found the strength to breathe again, she fell, her heart giving out. Now the crippled lover who begged her to leave faces the unthinkable. Can broken hands fight death itself? Can a man who lost his own future save hers? This is not just love. This is sacrifice. This is tragedy. This is the will to go on when every path ends in darkness. One heart refusing to quit. One love daring to challenge fate. And one question that will keep you on the edge of your seat. When love is tested by fire, who saves who? I am Oriel, your storyteller. And tonight, I will take you on a journey of love, of pain, and of hope. But before we begin, pause. Take a breath. Feel the quiet around you. This story is not just theirs. It is ours. It is for every heart that has broken, and for every soul that refused to give up. And I pray for you, dear listener, that as you hear these words, your own spirit is comforted, that every wound in your heart begins to heal, that peace finds you where you are, and strength rises in you when you feel weak. May love guide you, may hope hold you, and may this story remind you that even in the darkest nights, the light of love never fades. I am Oriel, and this is your story. He was the boy with steady hands, the one professors whispered about. Adrian Cole, the surgeon in the making. Every future was wide open before him. Every plan with Clara seemed unstoppable. They were young, fierce, in love. She believed nothing could touch them. Until the night, everything did. The rain came first, sharp, silver sheets slamming the highway. Headlights blurred, tires hissed, and then steel screamed against steel. Silence, shattered glass, blood on Adrian's white shirt. When he woke, the ceiling was sterile. The machines hummed like strangers. Clara's hand gripped his, trembling. The verdict fell like a sentence. Paralyzed, waist down, permanent. The boy who once chased life was trapped in a chair. The surgeon who trained his hands now could not stand. Adrian's world cracked in half. He raged. He withdrew. He drowned in silence. Friends stopped calling. Whispers spread. She won't stay. She'll leave him. Even he believed it. He told her go. Find someone whole. But Clara's eyes never wavered. Her voice cut through the ruin. I don't need your legs. I need your heart. Still, Adrian turned away. Every reflection mocked him. Every memory burned. The life he promised her was gone. The man he thought he was, buried. But Clara stayed. Every morning, she opened his curtains. Every night, she pulled him back from the edge. She carried him, not with strength, but with love. Yet love alone could not erase the weight. His bitterness grew. Her loyalty was tested. Michael, her brother, saw it clearly. You're wasting your life, he spat. He'll drag you down. He'll give you nothing. But Clara's answer was sharper than his doubt. I'd rather lose everything than lose him. Still, questions lingered. How long could she fight his darkness? How long could love alone defy despair? Adrian sat in shadows. His once brilliant eyes dulled. Dreams of surgery rotted. Hope bled out with every passing day. Then, Dr. Evelyn Hart appeared. Sharp eyes, commanding voice. She didn't pity him. She challenged him. You can still heal. Maybe not with your legs, but with your mind. It was the first spark he had felt in months. Clara saw it. She clung to it. But sparks can fade, and even love has limits. The story of Clara and Adrian had only begun. But fate, relentless, merciless, was not done with them yet. The wheelchair became a prison. Adrian hated its sound. The click of the wheels. The scrape of rubber on tile. Every reminder cut deeper than the accident itself. He shut himself in. Curtains drawn. Lights off. Days bleeding into nights. Clara refused to leave. She cooked. She cleaned. She spoke to him even when he gave silence. She waited for a crack in his wall. But the wall thickened, and every word from her seemed to bounce back cold. Her brother Michael saw it. He stormed into the house one evening. Hazel eyes sharp. Jaw clenched. You're throwing your life away, Clara. Look at him. He can't give you anything. His words sliced the air. Clara's fist trembled. Her voice shook. but did not break. I don't need what he's lost. I love what's left. Michael turned away, disgusted. But Adrian heard it. He heard everything, and the shame sank deeper. He wanted to scream at her to stop. Stop wasting herself. Stop pretending. Stop loving a man who was no longer a man. But Clara never stopped. She opened the curtains every morning. She pressed his hand until he let go of the darkness. And still, he fought her. Then came Dr. Evelyn Hart. She walked into his silence like a storm. Tall, stern, relentless. She did not bow to his despair. Self-pity is easy, Adrian. But brilliance doesn't vanish with your legs. Prove me wrong if I'm mistaken. Her words pierced him. They cut where Clara's tenderness could not. For the first time since the crash, he felt the sting of challenge. That night, Clara found him awake. Books scattered, notes half-written, his steel blue eyes alive again. But hope was fragile. One spark does not burn forever. Adrian wrestled with his pride. Clara wrestled with exhaustion. Her smile began to fade at the edges. Her strength frayed, though she hid it well. Michael returned again. He caught Clara outside, her eyes red. You can't keep this up, he whispered. He's drowning you with him. But Clara's reply was steady. He's worth every fight. She walked back inside. Adrian was watching. His heart twisted. He wanted to believe her. He wanted to rise again. And with Dr. Hart's voice echoing in his mind, he tried, step by step, not with legs but with mind. He studied. He wrote. He debated. And slowly, the surgeon trapped in the chair became the thinker reborn. Clara saw it. For the first time, her laughter reached her eyes again. For the first time, Adrian held her hand, without shame. But fate has no mercy, and destiny never asks permission. One night, Clara stumbled. Her breath caught. Her face drained pale. She clutched her chest. Adrian rushed forward, useless legs dragging, heart pounding. He called her name. Her body crumpled into his arms. Sirens. Flashing red. Hospital walls once more. Adrian sat frozen as doctors worked. The roles were reversed. This time, she was the patient. And when the verdict came, it shattered him all over again. A rare heart condition. Time slipping fast. Surgery. Her only chance. The woman who refused to give up on him was now the one fading. Adrian's grip tightened around the chair arms. His mind screamed. His heart broke. For the first time since the crash, he begged, not for himself, but for her. The test was no longer his survival. It was hers. And the question burned. Could a broken man save the only person who refused to let him go? The hospital lights flickered. Machines beeped in a rhythm that felt like doom. Clara lay still, skin pale, lips trembling with every shallow breath. Adrian gripped her hand. The woman who carried him was now slipping away. Every second reminded him of his own helplessness. Doctors swarmed. Whispers of arrhythmia, rare condition, risky surgery. The words blurred, but the meaning stabbed clear. Clara's heart was failing. Michael burst into the room. His eyes fell on Clara, then on Adrian. Blame lit his face like fire. This is what loving you did. You've broken her. Adrian had no answer. Only silence. Only guilt. For days, he sat at her bedside. Her smile was faint, but her eyes still burned steady. You stayed when I was broken, she whispered. Don't leave me now. Her words cut deeper than any wound. He had lived in despair. She had dragged him out. And now, she was the one fighting to survive. Michael cornered him again. You couldn't save yourself. You can't save her. Step aside. His voice cracked with fury, with fear. Adrian's jaw clenched. For the first time since the crash, he wanted to fight. Dr. Evelyn Hart walked in, calm as stone. She laid the truth bare. Clara's survival demanded innovation, risk, precision, a method not yet proven. Adrian's eyes lifted. Something flickered. Memory, brilliance, defiance. The surgeon he once dreamed to be awoke inside him. That night, he wheeled himself into Dr. Hart's office. I know techniques, robotics, assistance modules. Don't shut me out. Let me help. She studied him. Her silence felt like judgment. Then, she nodded. You want to save her? Prove it. Adrian drowned himself in research. Pages scattered across the floor. Equations scribbled across whiteboards. Schematics etched deep into the night. His hands shook, but his mind sharpened. Every diagram became a lifeline. Every note a weapon. Every sleepless hour, an oath. Meanwhile, Clara weakened. Her laughter dimmed. Her breaths shortened. Her light, the same light that saved him, threatened to vanish. Michael paced outside her room, fists clenched. "You're playing God, Adrian. You'll kill her." Adrian's voice broke through the tension. "I'd rather die trying than watch her fade while I do nothing." The moment arrived too soon. Alarm shrieked. Clara collapsed once more. Time had run out. She was wheeled toward the surgical wing. Adrian's wheels followed close behind. His pulse thundered louder than the machine's. Dr. Hart gripped his shoulder. "This is it. Are you ready?" His answer was steady, though his body trembled. "She saved me when I was nothing. Now it's my turn." Inside, the room was cold. Blades of light cut across metal and glass. Robotic arms hovered, waiting. Clara lay beneath them, fragile, fading. Adrian guided his chair forward. His long fingers hovered over the console. For the first time in years, his hands did not feel useless. They felt alive. Her heartbeat echoed on the monitor, erratic, fragile. Each beep a countdown, each second a warning. The world shrank to one truth. Her life rested in his broken hands. And as the robotic arms descended, Adrian whispered, so only she could hear, though she could not reply. "You gave me back my life, Clara. Now let me fight for yours." The surgical theater was frozen in silence. Machines waited. Monitors pulsed. Every sound felt louder than breath. Clara's chest rose faintly. Her heartbeat flickered on the screen, weak, uneven. Time was bleeding out. Adrian sat before the console, hands trembling, eyes burning. A man once shattered, now staring at the edge of destiny. Dr. Hart's voice was calm. "Focus. The machine listens to your hands, not your fear." He swallowed hard. For years, he had cursed those hands. Now, they were all he had. Robotic arms descended. Cold metal. Precision instruments. Extensions of the surgeon he once dreamed to be. Adrian guided them slowly. A breath in, a breath out. His fingers steadied, muscle memory returning like ghosts of the past. Clara's body lay still, her skin pale against the harsh lights. Her life balanced on every motion he made. Michael stood beyond the glass, his fists pressed against the window, his eyes full of rage and fear and something he would never admit, hope. Adrian's voice whispered, almost prayer, "Stay with me, Clara, just a little longer." The robotic blades moved. One slip meant disaster. One hesitation meant death. Sweat stung his eyes. Every nerve screamed, but his focus sharpened to a razor's edge. Dr. Hart watched him. Her stern face betrayed nothing. But deep inside, awe stirred. The broken student was becoming the master. Then, alarms erupted. Clara's heart plummeted. Flat lines threatened across the monitor. Michael's shout thundered through the glass. "She's dying." Adrian froze. Panic clawed at him. But Clara's voice, memory, soft, unshakable, echoed inside him. "I don't need your legs. I need your heart." His grip tightened. His breath steadied. He pushed the machine deeper, guiding with impossible precision. Seconds stretched into eternity. Each tick of the clock was a hammer against his chest. Each movement a gamble between life and loss. Then, a flicker, a beat. Her heart twitched back to rhythm. The monitor spiked. One line became two. The beeping, steady, fragile, alive. The theater exhaled. Dr. Hart's lips curved faintly. Michael collapsed against the glass, tears streaming despite himself. But Adrian did not celebrate. Not yet. Every fiber of him stayed locked in battle. Every move carved a path back to her life. Minutes dragged like hours. His hands ached. His body trembled. But he refused to stop. Finally, the last incision closed. The robotic arms retracted. Clara's chest rose with stronger breath. Her heart beat steady on the screen. Silence held for a moment. Then applause broke from the surgical team. Dr. Hart's voice cut through, firm, proud. "You didn't just guide a machine, Adrian. You guided fate." He sagged back in his chair, exhausted, shaking, but alive in a way he hadn't felt since before the crash. Michael rushed in. His glare met Adrian's. But the hatred was gone. Only raw truth remained. "You saved her." The words scraped out like gravel, but they were real. "You saved her." Adrian's eyes found Clara, still unconscious but breathing, alive. Safe for now. Tears blurred his vision. His hands, once cursed, had become her salvation. He leaned close, whispering only for her. You gave me a reason to fight, and tonight, I gave it back to you. The monitors hummed softly. Life had returned, but destiny had one more chapter to write. The night was long. Machines whispered. Monitors blinked steady. Clara slept, fragile yet alive. Adrian never left her side. His body slumped in the chair, his hands still trembling from the battle. When dawn broke, her eyes opened, weak, searching. Then she saw him. Her lips curved faintly. You didn't leave me. Adrian swallowed hard. Tears slipped down his face. I couldn't. Not when you've never left me. Her fingers brushed his cheek. Cold, fragile, but filled with life. Michael stood in the corner, silent. For once, no accusations, no anger. Only respect, heavy and reluctant. He cleared his throat. You saved her. I was wrong about you. Adrian's gaze didn't leave Clara. His voice was barely a whisper. She saved me first. Days passed. Clara regained strength. Every laugh returned like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. Adrian wheeled beside her, no longer in shame, but with pride. Dr. Hart visited often. Her sharp eyes softened. You thought your story ended in that chair, she said. But tonight proved otherwise. Medicine still needs your hands, Adrian. Your mind, your will. He nodded, silent, but fire glowed behind his eyes. A fire Clara had protected, and now reignited. When Clara was discharged, Michael drove them home. He said little, but when he hugged his sister goodbye, his grip lingered, a silent promise of support. The days that followed felt different. No longer burdened. No longer just survival. Every sunrise was a victory. Adrian worked with Dr. Hart's team, researching, innovating, teaching. Though his legs remained still, his purpose moved faster than ever. And Clara, she was his constant, his anchor, his reason. One evening, as the sun melted into gold, he took her to the hilltop where they once dreamed. The chair rolled slowly, her hand resting on his. The city stretched below. The sky burned with color. Clara leaned into him, whispering, Do you remember? We swore we'd chase life together. Adrian's throat tightened. He reached into his pocket, a small velvet box. His fingers shook as he opened it. A ring glistened in the fading light. Her gasp was soft. Her eyes shimmered with tears. Adrian's voice broke, but his words were steady. You loved me when I was broken. You loved me until I was strong again. Now, I'll spend every day proving you were right to stay. The world stilled. Clara's tears spilled freely. Her hands covered his. Yes, 1,000 times yes. He slipped the ring onto her finger. Not standing, not walking, but whole, heart and soul. The wind carried their laughter across the hill. 2 lives, shattered and remade. 2 hearts, tested and proven. Love had not just survived. It had transformed. Adrian looked at her, the woman who refused to let go. And Clara, through tears, whispered the truth she had always known. Love isn't about walking the same path. It's about never letting go, no matter where it leads. The sun sank. The sky darkened. But between them, a light burned brighter than ever. A love unbroken. A love eternal.